In 1971, a decision was made that would forever change the global financial system. The US dollar, which had been backed by gold for centuries, suddenly became just paper. Before that, every dollar in circulation was backed by a certain amount of gold in the US Treasury. This was known as the gold standard. It provided stability to the global economy because each country could exchange their paper currency for real gold. But after the Vietnam War and huge government spending, the US faced an alarming problem: its gold reserves were running low. As more and more countries began trading dollars with the US, there was growing doubt that the US could still convert those dollars into gold. In August 1971, President Richard Nixon made a bold move. He announced that the US would no longer convert dollars to gold, effectively ending the gold standard. This move, called the Nixon Shock, sent shockwaves through the world. For the first time in history, the US dollar and all other global currencies were no longer tied to anything physical. They became fiat money, meaning their value was based purely on trust. This new system meant that countries could now print money at will, and currencies could fluctuate freely, depending on the economy, demand, and supply. As nations depegged from gold, central banks were left in charge of controlling the money supply, and inflation became a much bigger risk. The shift to fiat money allowed countries to avoid the strict limits of the gold standard and print money to fund things like social programs, wars, and emergencies. But it also led to inflation and wild swings in currency value, as governments could now easily manipulate the supply of money. Today, nearly 50 years later, fiat money is the backbone of the global economy. The Nixon shock was the start of a whole new financial era, one where money is valued because governments say it is, not because it's tied to gold. This shift created the modern financial system we use today, where the value of money is determined by trust and government policies rather than precious metals. So the end of the gold standard wasn't just a change in how money worked, it was the start of an entirely new financial world.